Viruses are some of the most cunning and efficient biological entities on the planet. They have no real life of their own, they can't grow, replicate, or even produce energy. Instead, they hijack the machinery of your cells to do all their dirty work. In this microscopic battle, the virus is the ultimate hacker, and your cells are the unwitting victims. But how exactly do viruses break into your cells? And more importantly, how does your immune system fight back to protect you? Let us explore how viruses infiltrate your body and what your immune system does to fight them off. To understand how viruses hack your cells, we first need to look at what a virus is made of. A virus consists of genetic material, either DNA or RNA, wrapped in a protective protein shell called a capsid. Some viruses, like the flu or HIV, also have an envelope, a fatty membrane taken from the host cell during the virus's previous exit. This structure is all the virus needs to invade your cells. The hacking process begins when a virus encounters a host cell. Viruses are very specific about which cells they can infect, largely because of the receptors on the surface of the host cell. These receptors are molecules on the cell's surface that the virus uses to latch onto and enter the cell. It's like the virus is trying to find the perfect lock, and the host cell surface molecules are the keys. For example, the spike protein of the SARS-CoV-2 virus, which causes COVID-19, binds specifically to the ACE2 receptor found on human cells in the respiratory system. Once the virus binds to this receptor, it's able to fuse with the cell membrane or enter the cell through a process known as endocytosis, where the cell engulfs the virus, bringing it inside. Once inside, the virus begins its hijacking operation. The cell's machinery, which normally works to perform essential functions like making proteins and producing energy, is now directed to produce new viral particles instead. If the virus carries RNA as its genetic material, like the flu or the coronavirus, the RNA needs to be translated into viral proteins and replicated into new copies of viral RNA. For DNA viruses, like herpes or chickenpox, the viral DNA must be imported into the nucleus where the cell's DNA machinery will copy it. In both cases, the virus tricks the cell into becoming a factory for viral components. Once the virus has made enough copies of its genetic material and viral proteins, these components assemble into new viral particles. The cell now packed with new viruses either bursts open in a process called lysis, releasing thousands of new viruses. Or it may bud off from the cell membrane, taking part of the cell's membrane with it to form a new viral envelope. In either case, the host cell is destroyed, and the virus spreads to other cells, repeating the cycle. Viruses are particularly dangerous because of their ability to evade detection. The immune system, which works tirelessly to protect the body from invaders, is often slow to respond to the virus in the early stages of infection. The virus is small, fast, and, in many cases, can even hide inside infected cells, making it harder for the immune system to spot it. Some viruses, like HIV, even target key players in the immune system, such as helper T cells, weakening the body's defense as the virus spreads. But the immune system doesn't give up. Innate immunity is the body's first line of defense, and it begins the moment a virus enters. Cells like macrophages and dendritic cells are constantly patrolling for pathogens. When they detect a virus, they release interferons, a type of signaling molecule that alerts nearby cells to prepare for the virus. These interferons also trigger immune cells to increase their production of antiviral proteins and activate other immune cells, such as natural killer (NK) cells, which are designed to destroy infected cells. At the same time, your body's adaptive immune system kicks into high gear. This is the part of the immune system that remembers previous invaders and mounts a more tailored response. When a virus is detected, B cells and T cells are activated. Helper T cells coordinate the immune response, signaling B cells to produce antibodies that are tailored to the virus. These antibodies bind to the virus, neutralizing it and preventing it from entering new cells. In some cases, antibodies can also mark the virus for destruction, making it easier for other immune cells like macrophages to remove the virus from the body. Cytotoxic T cells, on the other hand, are responsible for detecting and killing infected cells directly, stopping the virus from replicating and spreading. In addition to these responses, the immune system also has a brilliant form of memory. Once the immune system has fought off a virus, it doesn't forget. Memory T cells and memory B cells are created, specifically designed to recognize the virus if it ever comes back. This means that if the same virus tries to invade again, the immune system can respond much faster and stronger than before. This is the basis of immunity, whether it's from a previous infection or from a vaccine, which teaches the immune system to recognize and fight a specific pathogen without causing disease. But viruses are not passive victims in this battle. They are masters of evasion. They don't just rely on getting inside your cells, they actively disrupt your immune system's efforts to stop them. Some viruses, like herpes simplex virus, HSV, can go into latency. This means they hide in nerve cells, where they're not detected by the immune system. The virus can remain dormant for years, only reactivating when the immune system is weakened, like during times of stress or illness. Other viruses, like HIV, influenza, and hepatitis, frequently mutate, changing their surface proteins so that your immune system no longer recognizes them. This is why flu vaccines need to be updated every year to account for the new strains of the virus. HIV, in particular, is constantly evolving, using high rates of mutation to escape detection by both antibodies and T cells. This makes it incredibly difficult for the immune system to eliminate the virus completely. In response to these viral tactics, scientists have developed antiviral therapies and vaccines that can give the immune system an advantage in this ongoing battle. Antiviral drugs are designed to target specific steps in the virus's life cycle, whether it's blocking the virus from entering cells, inhibiting viral replication, or preventing the virus from exiting the cell to spread. Vaccines, on the other hand, prime the immune system to recognize and fight viruses before they can cause harm. By introducing a harmless part of the virus like a protein or inactivated virus, the immune system learns to recognize the invader, building an army of memory cells that can act quickly the next time it encounters the same virus. Viruses may be hackers, but our immune system is a sophisticated defense system that adapts, learns, and fights back. It's just a constant game of cat and mouse between viruses trying to outsmart the body and the immune system working tirelessly to keep you safe. And while viruses can be incredibly efficient at evading the immune system, the body's ability to fight back, learn, and remember is what ultimately keeps us healthy and able to withstand new threats. So the next time you hear about a new viral outbreak, remember this: your body is already in the process of fighting back, and the immune system is smarter than you might think, always learning, always adapting, and always protecting you.